Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hot. Of course you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like how do you want to get the gist? Acide hot. Guys, earlier this evening, Big Brother surprised the birthday girl, called her to the diary room, and it was her birthday cake and small chops. You know Onyeka now, she would definitely cry. So she got so emotional in the diary room, and guess what, guys? If you were the one who was also watching, you would also feel so emotional with the words Biggie was actually pouring out for the birthday girl, the sweet words, wishing her the very best, praying for her. In fact, it's prayer, guys. Telling her she's not going to experience tears, that she's going to experience more laughter, all the sweet things. So afterwards, she took her stuff to the house, and then she started sharing the small chops to the housemates, giving them, they brought their plates and they were just, taking them. She was just dropping for them one after the other to make sure that everybody got equal quantity of that particular small chops. Meanwhile, guys, how do you guys enjoy that samosa in small chops? Like how? Honestly, guys, I can't even relate one bit. What I see other people like and enjoy is something I would be like, yuck, I don't want, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, the birthday girl was so happy. Biggie celebrated her. In fact, even Biggie, when they were playing that Colgate tax, Biggie even called her the birthday girl. That special recognition and the joy it gives on your birthday. Talking about the birthday girl and her birthday, this family also celebrated her. This video was a video of a family. They were celebrating her, making videos and whatnot. Even Femi, yes, the recently evicted housemate, also did celebrated his Onyeka, though Femi said he is missing Handy. That is the person Femi said he is missing. And guess what? Handy also said it in the house that if she's asked to bring one person back, she's gonna bring Femi. Hey, wahala. This is a friendship we never see coming. We never see this one coming, guys. Okay, guys, still talking about the birthday girl. Whilst all of this is going on, you guys have been seeing how touchy-feely Ozee has been with the birthday girl, like always petting her and whatnot. Same way the handler is also doing the same thing on the social space. As you can see, the handler was writing out the things Ozee said about the birthday girl during his diary session. Now, let's take a little bit sneak peek on Ozee's diary session. So during his session today, Biggie asked Ozee how he is doing. He said he is doing great. And Biggie asked how he is coping without his partner, that's the brother. And then he said that, honestly, it's not been easy because even when they won yesterday, that was the first time he won a tax without the brother. Yesterday when they won that, what was the tax again? Semovita tax, Goni Penny Semovita tax. When others were jubilating and celebrating, Ozee was not celebrating. In my mind, I'm like, wait till this one they form, wait till they sub. I now remembered when himself and the brother were telling people that when they won something, I've forgotten the tax they won, they were like, oh, they're over celebrating and it's not cool. That really paid me. I said, wait, which kind of talk be that? So in my own mind, I'm like, okay, maybe that's why he's not celebrating, because Victoria and what's the name, Kassia, was busy dancing at the mirror side singing, and then Suj went to join them because they were four in the team. It was Suj, Victoria, Kassia and Ozee. So when they were dancing, Ozee just was not really jumping with them. Even Suj went to join them and dance. Ozee later went there to give them a handshake, but he was not telling Big Brother the reason why he wasn't showing, because even Victoria asked him and said, you won, but your face wasn't really showing like you won something. So he now told Biggie that it's because of he won and the brother did not win. I'm like, oh. So this is the first time he is winning and not in the same team with the brother. If they were a pair, they would have won together. So because of that, he could not even celebrate. When your brother did not win, you're jubilating and send. I think that's why he could not even really celebrate it. Show that joy. It is what it is. The game is the game. It's a no-lose gut season for a reason. Okay, guys, and then he also said about the HOH. He said Onyeka is the perfect person to actually handle this week with the wager tax they gave them, that she's the person that would actually go well, and the way she's handling this task, she is the perfect person to handle this task this week. And he also said something about the luck people have, that the last person who celebrated her birthday was Anita, and guess what? Anita celebrated her birthday when she was HOH. Same thing as Onyeka. Onyeka is the HOH, and right now, it's her birthday too. So according to him, he's giving that you're just being that bigger person to your other housemate, because being the HOH is just like you are the oldest. Even though there are people who are older than you, just giving that bigger person role to play during your birthday. And he also he asked Biggie something. Okay, he said something about Victoria. He said about the trivia game they played, right? And he said that the manner which Victoria handled that trivia game was actually so good. Like, he has even asked himself, can he be this patient with the way the housemates were giving her headache? You know how adults can behave, guys. We even watched the trivia and how it was, how scattered, everybody have a say, and then he said that Victoria was so patient, she never lost her cool, she was still calm in all of those situations, that he is actually learning a lot in this house. In this aspect, he has also learned something from Victoria, how to maintain and just maintain cool, because he actually put himself on Victoria's shoes and be like, had it been I was the one on this girl's shoe, how would I have acted? Maybe he would have acted funny, which we all know, so yeah. So according to him, he's actually giving Victoria's kudos that she has a high level of patience. And then, after everything with his diary session, he spoke to Biggie about, Big Brother, do you have an older brother? Do you have somebody whom you actually talk to? Are you the only one people run to, or do you have somebody that talks to you when do you ever have self-doubt and whatnot? But when he finished, Big Brother asked him and said, are you having self-doubt on yourself? And I said, no, not really, Big Brother. He was not trying to cut through corners, and Biggie now told him and said, sometimes it is good to have self-doubt, but one thing that's important is you work on yourself. Biggie just encouraged him, spoke to him, and then Biggie even now told him that what is he preparing for the birthday girl, just to lighten him up. He spoke some of the things himself and the brother are planning, and Chizoba, according to him, he said those two girls are just like his sister, that the both of them have a trait that his younger sister has, so they are just like blood to him. And then after the question, because Biggie noticed that one thing I have noticed about Ozee, when you look at him here, he's the one that is likely to make trouble more than Ozee, right? But I think he is more emotional than Ozee. That is what I have noticed. All those people, they do wow, 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 wow. You come, you see them, they will, they'll be showing themselves. They barely have a heart. So yeah, this is like the second time I've seen Ozee in his feelings, So he told Biggie that when Biggie spoke to him, Biggie actually spoke to, you guys know how Biggie do now, and he actually was like, thank you, Biggie, thank God I actually said this to you. Though Biggie asked him and said, have you noticed that you've not been nominated since? Do you know why? He said, maybe Biggie, because of, I think they felt like it is not time for me. He was just giving flimsy excuse. And Biggie said, look at yourself in the mirror. Do you look like somebody anyone can forget in the house? And he said, no. Biggie said, exactly. So he now said he got what Biggie was trying to say, meaning that he has been playing his game well. That's what he wants to confirm, if he has been playing well or whatnot. So after his conversation with Biggie, when he was about to leave the diary room, Big Brother asked him, oh, Ozee, what is the way? And then he smiled and said, Mbadi way is the way. That one really touched me. I'm like, oh, Biggie is so sweet. I just feel like saying that, man. But the funny thing about Biggie might be someone of their age mates or even younger, but because of the voice effect, nobody would know. But anyways, we don't even need to look at it that way. Let's just enjoy the feelings we get by listening to Biggie. Okay, guys, let's talk about Kassia's diary session, because other housemates had their diary session except for this two. So for Kassia, she said she's not good. She's really feeling cold, that the cold is too much in Biggie's house, and that she's not happy, And then Biggie was like, okay, let's just leave that of the cold. What is going on? What is happening? She said she's really not happy, that some people are being inconsiderate in the house, that they have limited foodstuff but some persons actually use things as if they don't really care, And then Big Brother asked and said, be specific. You guys know Biggie would want to get the actual person and name. And then she revealed it was Wani, that Wani would prepare food for herself and Sean and Handy. And then she would actually take things that is in the house without minding that other people are still in the house, just knowing that it was just for the three of them. Instead of to take the little things, maybe little quantity of things, she would actually pack things up, forgetting their other housemates. And she also revealed how they are looking for their scripts. Yes, they are looking for the script Onyeka drafted for like how many days? 2 days. So according to her, she said that when Biggie asked about the head of house, she said the head of house is actually doing well. That script, she drafted it for 2 days, because Biggie said in as much as them they are looking for their scripts, why not sketch a new one or something? And she was like, oh Biggie, it took the head of house 2 days to actually write that script. So I think it's not going to be easy with their wager tax is just tomorrow. And then she said instead of them writing another one, it's better they just use off her to, maybe do whatever they need to do. And then talking about the head of house, she said the head of house is doing well, but it may seem as though the head of house thingy is overwhelming for her. Biggie said, why is that? She said because her focus has been only on the wager and not on other things. Like chores, she just remembered to share the chores just yesterday. You get, and now she has it was just yesterday she remembered to give housemaid their chores, and people who are assigned to their duties have not been doing them, and Biggie now asks, is that why your kitchen is dirty? And then she said yes. She now revealed the people in the kitchen that Victoria is busy with work. That is their costume. It's Victoria and Kassia. So she said herself and Victoria are busy, but other 3 persons that are supposed to be in the kitchen, she doesn't know them and they are not actually carrying out their duties. So she felt like the head of house should look more into other things, not just the wager task. That is her own take on the head of house reign and whatnot. And I think truly, Onyeka her major focus has been on this wager task. That is what I feel too. She also did reveal that she has not been feeling any type of way ever since they separated her from her hobby as partner. You understand? That maybe because they are still together in the house, maybe if one person leaves, that's when she's going to feel it. And Biggie was like, and there will be nobody to cook for you. And then she said she'll be cooking for herself. Though it's not going to be easy. That it's not like she doesn't know how to cook, but she doesn't like cooking. I'm like, oh, baby girl Casia, it may seem as though you're yet to get used to your wifey duty because, of course, they just got married. And when you're single, especially for people, there are some people who don't like to cook, not like somebody like me. Guys, not like someone like me, because you're on a norms. As a single lady, I am always cooking. Like, I prefer eating in the house than eating outside, because I'm quite selective with food. So yes, I'm always stocking my freezer. I'm making sure that I don't lack food. So when I get married, it's not going to be a problem because cooking is like nothing to me. It's just an easy peasy thingy for me. But there are ladies just like me. They don't like stress in their life. They call it stress. But to me, I enjoy it than eating outside, you get. So what they will do is they'll be like, when they not get married, they will find it hard. I think that's where Kassia fall into, because now she told Biggie that she doesn't like cooking, not like she doesn't know how to cook, but thank God at least she know how to cook, because she have to get used to it. She's now a wifey, and remember, they've not really spent time together as husband and wife. They just got married in February and now they're in the house. This is just like a honeymoon phase for them. So when they get back to her, she will start doing her wifey duties, of course. So she said that she's actually going to slim down if her hubby leaves the house and whatnot. But after everything, she had to leave the diary room. Meanwhile, when she left the diary room, people have been speaking so much about herself and her friend Victoria, the way she went to go give her friend a kiss on her cheek. People said they love their 6 months. Now, still on the head of us, focusing on the wager tax, Nelly, these two lovey-dovey, I just like how the two are connecting each day. I mean, Nelly and Suj. But that aside, Nelly told Onyeka that next time, nobody should ever give her a role of a seductress, that she's not going to take it. That she actually just took this one because she doesn't want to scatter anything. That role has been assigned already to Peeps. If not, she wouldn't have taken this role at all. But henceforth, nobody should give her a role of a seductress, because that was the role she played. What was that tax? I think they won that tax that they did that was interesting, that Casia did that fire that came out from the box, that it did a board game or something that they draw a lot. It was actually an interest. Was that their first wager? No, I think it was the second. I know you guys know about it, right? So she got the role of a seductress, true, too. So now she said again she's actually playing a seductress, that she's not going to take it. At least she told Onyeka to her face that she just did it because of her and they've assigned role. But next time nobody should give her that role, and that's on period. Anyway, cheers guys, I'm going to be dropping my voice right here now to see you guys later. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies.